Hello everyone, welcome back to Nomifactory. It's been a bit, so I don't really remember what I was doing, but I think last episode we made this, the pyrolyzed oven. We also passive pulsating polymer clay, and with that we made numismatic dynamos to burn diamonds from shulkers. And now we're producing a lot, kind of. I'm sure we'll run into issues later on. Oh, and we also made an MV machine, and I think I understand what happened earlier, with this not being powered by the 16 amp of LV. It only can accept 2 amps, I think, just like the energy hatches on the EBF, so it wasn't getting the full MV power. And this one's only okay because it runs every now and then, not constantly. Yeah, look at that. It runs out. So I'm glad I understand that, I think. And between episodes, I have mined a bunch of sphalerite, and I'm macerating it down, because I found out you can thermal centrifuge it, so I made one of these. This is a 33% chance of gallium, instead of a 5% per 2. So this is way better. I'm not sure how I didn't see it. So we're now getting a bunch of gallium, which is nice. And finally, I made a stack of LV circuits. And I think I want to turn 32 of these into MV circuits. I think they'll do very nicely. There we go. This should be 16, which should be enough to get started. There is a circuit progression, so there is MV circuits which are cheaper, like this one and this one. Same with LV. I think I want to get to here, or cheaper LV circuits, which means we need circuit wafers, so I'll try and get all the way down to there. It doesn't seem that bad. We just need these two, and a lens, from a laser engraver, MV, which needs an emitter, and a sifter. This one can be LV though, so it doesn't matter. We do need another line though, for MV. These 2 chunks, probably. Then we can move this machine too. I'm pretty sure we don't need a buffer this time. That was useful before, when we had barely any power generation. But now we're fine, I think. I've just realised something. The MV superconductor is energetic alloy, so we're going to need a ton of that, because we're going to need 16x for this converter. So that might be expensive. By the way, the circuits are done. Very nice. Energetic alloy is really easy, apart from the gold. It's really kind of rare, for some reason, but I've noticed something. Nether gold, in a banded iron vein. This should get more when you pulverize it, so I'll try and look for that. It's really expensive to buy, so I want to mine it manually. This is slightly scary. I've already seen 3 bits of random lava. Yay, here it is. There should be little bits of gold everywhere. Yes. And the good thing about nether gold is you get 4 per 1 if you pulverize it. So it's very efficient. Okay, it's gone. I've mined everything. This bit over here is a different vein. There is another vein very close, so if I run out of gold again, I'll go mine this one. And from the entire vein, we got 2 stacks and 20, which is about 9 and a bit stacks of gold, which is way more than we ever had. Okay, this should be 2 stacks of energetic alloy. We can trick this in the blast furnace, wait a while, but that's okay. And we can set this up here, I guess. Maybe like this though, in case we need conduit that way. So we can run it underneath. And with 16 wire, we can make 16x wire, and start the MV line. Brilliant. So we're going to need an LV sifter, before the laser engraver. 2 filters, 2 pistons, 2 circuits, and cable. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the reason why we need this is because the MV emitter. It needs a flawless emerald, which is 15% chance per purified emerald, which you get from crushed emerald ore in the ore washer. I don't know if we have any emerald ore, so I might just buy some again. Here's a few, give it a wash, and now we can sift it. It takes quite a while, but it's 15% chance, which isn't the worst. Yay, we got flawless. We would need a couple, it's 1 per emitter. Actually, it's only 1, or the laser engraver. Cool. We got extra ones as well, and an exquisite, already. That's the rarest one, 5%. So a flawless, electrum rods, copper wire, and 2 MV circuits. And now we have the MV emitter. So we can make this with 2 MV pistons, which is just the same as LV, but with aluminium and copper and copper nickel wire for the motors. I might make a few of these, like 16 or something. There we go. Amazing. This should help a lot. The stack of LV motors I made ages ago is still here, so it should come in very handy. There we go. That took 3 circuits, by the way. I didn't realise. Quite expensive. Okay, what does this even do? Time to find out. Lenses. We need a red lens, which is ruby. And we don't have an MV lathe, so we're not doing it this way. We're going to need an exquisite ruby. I kind of want to save this. It's very useful for chrome, so I don't want to use it all. But I guess we need to process it anyway. I just won't sift it all. I really should make the steam macerator. I just haven't been bothered to. We have steam over here as well, for the pyrolyze oven, so I guess I can put it over here if I really wanted to. That might be something to look at, rather than ignore it. Steam grinder. Bronze, potin, which is copper, tin and lead. And that's it. It's just a bunch of bronze. It's about 2 stacks, so I'll get that going. How about in the MV alloy smelter? It's so fast. Okay, so we have 20. That should be on average 1 exquisite. Let's hope. I really don't want to waste too much of this. Okay, the bronze is done. Very fast. I will make it all into plates. Everything is made of plates. I think. Yeah. Yay! Whoa, 2. Awesome. We did not need to, but oh well. And this goes in the lathe, LV, which we do have. It does take 2 minutes, which is very funny. Okay, so we need 28 casing. There we go. And I forgot about the potin. There we go. 8 should be enough, or 2 gears. There we go. So the controller, 2 hulls. These turn into the buses. And 1 steam hatch, which is bronze pipes, plates, and a drum. There we go. That was easy. I will put it right here. Same thing with the hatches, where we face them down. Well, I guess they're buses. Ah, that works. Ta-da! So this is basically 5.3 macerators, in parallel. No byproducts though, but we don't get those anyway, so let's give it a go. 30 seconds for macerating 8 at a time. And it barely uses any steam. This can still keep up. Wow, that's very nice. There is an oven version as well, but that's not that important since we have those furnaces, but I will think about it. Oh yeah, by the way, ruby lens. I forgot about that. And now we're going to have to do these 2, so we can get circuit wafers. Silicon balls and silicon wafers. These are a blast furnace recipe with gallium arsenide, which we now have a lot of, and also silicon, which we have a lot of too. So these cut into 16, so I think I'll make 4, so we can have a stack of wafers. I don't know how good that is, but it's not very expensive, so maybe I make more. We have a stack of gallium arsenide, and it's 1 per 1 of these, so we can make a ton. How about we make 4 stacks of the wafers? So 16 lots of this. That might be overboard, but we're playing GregTech. We only have 4 stacks of silicon, so we'll do how much that is. I think it's half that. Also it's circuit 2. 450 seconds. What are these recipes? That's insane. I guess it basically is 16 per. Anyway, we are going to need an MV cutting saw to cut these, so I will get on that. Vanadium steel. I think we're jumping a bit. We're going to need chrome first. I didn't realise it was so far into MV. MV electrolyzer. Very, very cheap. So I'll make that now. There we go. That took like a minute to make. Also chrome apparently. I found some in a chest. So with this, we can make chrome from electrolyzing ruby, as well as aluminium. So it's quite good. Also, this is already done. It's so fast. But I think I do want to ore wash this for an extra chance at chrome, because you can do both. You might as well. So circuit 1, all the byproducts. It is an extra 20 seconds, but that's fine. I can wait. Yay, we got some chrome already. By the way, this is finishing. The first one. Yay. So we're going to need an MV mixer as the next MV machine, so we can make vanadium steel. and then the cutting saw, and then the silicon wafer, and then the circuit wafer, and then the second LV circuit, as well as the other ones, for MV and the first HV, which would be very nice. So we can finally do the trial for DML and get those glitch hearts. So advanced mixer, bronze rotor, MV motor, 2 circuits glass. There we go. Another very cheap machine, which is very nice. Okay, so now we can make vanadium steel, which is steel, vanadium and chrome. We do have a bunch of vanadium from magnetite veins. Yes. How do we separate this? Centrifuge. LV. I guess I'll do a stack. In our new grinder. It should only take like 4 minutes. It's very quick. So there's a bunch more ways you can process this, but they're all slow, and you just get extra magnetite, which we're not really interested in. So we're just going to forge hammer it. And ore wash. Magnetite is pretty useless. It's basically just iron. Yeah, iron and oxygen. Oh wait, this is busy. Cauldron time. This is how you process impure stuff, without an ore washer. There we go. It's a bit more annoying. So we can centrifuge, doesn't take too long, and we should get 16 vanadium, with a lot more incoming, so don't worry. Vanadium steel is 1 per 9, so we've got tons here actually. I think I'll make 2 lots, so 18. We've got so much gallium now. That's brilliant. The other way I was doing it was awful. This way. It's so bad. So with these 3, on circuit 1, we can get 18 vanadium steel, which does need to go through the blast furnace. We will have to wait like 3 minutes. I changed the circuit, so it doesn't do any more. But the recipe's so long. We have 2. This is the 3rd. There we go. 79 seconds per 1. There's some really long recipes today. It's crazy. By the way, I have been told this step here is really bad, the electric furnace. You're better off making glass the other way, with the arc furnace. You get 2 per 1, in 1 second. But we do need oxygen, and I do have an idea about this. I've been recommended a method, but I'll do that later. Right now, vanadium steel. There we go. Okay, it's the next day. The vanadium steel is all finished, and so are the silicon balls. I made 12, by accident. I think I had more silicon than I expected. Anyway, so what we were doing, advanced cutting saw. We just need a buzzsaw, which is 4 plates of vanadium steel. And the rest is fine. The conveyor is the same thing as LV, but with MV stuff, as always. There we go. And we're going to need water. End of var. Also the ruby's finished. In the ore washing plan, we have a bunch of chrome, and we can process this even more. There we go, we have water, and we should be able to cut these. There isn't any other recipe, so we might as well do all of them. There we go. And now we can make integrated circuits with the ruby lens, and then cutting them again. There is a couple recipes for these, so I don't think I should do all of them. How about I just do 16? 45 seconds per 1. Okay, so now with the circuit wafers, we can make cheaper LV circuits. Kind of. They're not actually that much cheaper. Diode, resistor, integrated circuit, copper, tin, circuit board. I think you do need it though, for making the next MV, which is used for the first HV. So I don't think we should jump ahead quite yet. We should do other stuff. And there's 2 processes that I really want to do. Clay electrolysis should be easy. The clay production is so fast that we can just stick it on here. Probably. That should get us passive aluminium, silicon, and sodium. And the other thing I want to do is passive oxygen. I will show you how to do that soon, but I'll do the electrolyzer first. It should be quite cheap. There we go. Okay, so where do we put this? I kind of wanted to put it here, but it'll definitely get fed cobblestone. Yeah. How about up there? Or something. We just have to connect a conduit to this drawer. There we go. Oh wait, I forgot. It has to be clay dust. We need a macerator. Oh, it's fine. Oh, by the way, I forgot about the ruby. We just need to wash it, and then electrolyze it. Although we do have a lot of chrome anyway. There we go. I completely forgot about that. So macerator here. There we go. And then electrolyze it. Okay, we're going now. Oh, we also get lithium. I guess I'll do this with conduit over the top. I can't really be bothered to make a draw controller. Oh yeah, the water. I'll fix that in a bit. So aluminium, silicon, sodium, and lithium. And a fluid trash can for the water. With a filter. There we go, everything's working. I probably only want void in these three, so it keeps making aluminium. Okay, this wall isn't so pretty anymore. Oh well. Okay, so now moving on to oxygen, which we will provide to an arc furnace here, for better glass. And I think I might connect it to this system, just because why not? I think I'll be able to fit it in. Okay, no, this is not going to work. I've been thinking about it way too much, and it's just not going to fit at all. So I'll do it over there, I guess, I don't know. I will steal these 2 forge hammers though. I think we can share with this one. We just need a conveyor. Like this. Easy as that. So 2 arc furnaces, a macerator, centrifuge, and electrolyzer. Okay, that should be everything. I just want some sort of tank. Super tank. No. I guess a drum will do. They're quite big. We don't have polyethylene yet. We're almost there, to be honest, but not yet. Aluminium. That's very cheap. Okay, we're ready. I'll do it right here, I guess. This is really confusing to think about. I really want it to be neat, but I don't know what to do. Okay, I've sorted that away. I drew it in paint.net, the classic. So we can have 2 forge hammers to make sand. There we go. This goes into an arc furnace. This will produce glass, if we actually had oxygen. And that goes into a macerator. I'll just macerate a few myself. Then it gets centrifuged, and then electrolyzed. And there we go. Oxygen. Also silicon, which we kind of already have, but oh well. And now we can loop it back around to here, and a drum. But make sure to prioritize this, so it doesn't stop. Everything here is so quick, and also loud. But now we're getting free oxygen, and free silicon, and I'm pretty sure it's very good. We already have 18 buckets, in like less than a minute. So that's pretty insane. And the last thing we need is a drawer. For the silicon. It's not that fast. The main thing is oxygen. It's half full already. That's 64 buckets. This thing is crazy. So to get oxygen from here, over to this machine, which will be an arc furnace, I have no choice at the moment but to use ender tanks. Eventually I want AE2 stuff, so storage buses, and fluid interface. But right now we can't do that yet. But ender tanks are actually quite cheap. Blaze rods, wool, obsidian, portable tank, and block of ender pearl. Which is completely fine. We have infinite, basically. So I will make 2 of those. There we go, 2 ender tanks. I probably want light blue for oxygen. I imagine we won't be using these for long. I'll just put it back here. Also, I forgot. Round robin is enabled by default. So remember to turn that off, or the priorities don't work. So now we can replace this one, the measly electric furnace, with an arc furnace. This should be a lot faster, and you get 2. We just need oxygen, which I think these auto output to every side, not just downwards. I always thought it's just downwards, like the portable tanks, but no. Awesome. But we will now have a problem. This is running more often, so it will run out of power. So we're going to need a transformer. Luckily they're cheap though. Tin cable, copper cable, LV machine hull. There we go. Okay, by default what does this do? So MV to LV. We want to go the other way. Like that. So this is input of LV, and this is output of MV. And plonk it on the back of this machine. It's not connected to anything, just yet. We need to point it this way. And now we're safe to plug it in. Like this? Maybe not. Oh, it's still stepped down. I thought it would save it. There we go. This should definitely be working now. And it looks like it is. Brilliant. Okay. Now this setup is much faster. Although more ugly. This step is the slowest, probably. So I'll think about upgrading it. Oh yeah, forgot about the ruby. Once again, we can actually electrolyze it now. For the final step. For a bunch of chrome. And also oxygen. I forgot about that. Okay, so I think I want to pivot over to something else. Applied energistics. Just a basic system, hopefully. Because all these chests and crafting is quite annoying. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't really know how expensive this will be. so I guess I'll just try and do a bit and see how it goes. The first thing that we need is the charger and a bunch of certus quartz, which is in the nether. So let's go mining a bit. Okay, that's good. It seems to be basically everywhere. We also get quartzite from this, which is for emitters. Also barite, I don't know what that is. So I will quickly mine this out. I hate the nether. Who decided to put random blocks of lava everywhere? There we go. Completely mined out. The top layer is literally just quartzite and barite. No certus quartz. I'd say this is enough. Do you think? There's no point processing this. You get 4 per one if you forge hammer. You can get 8, but it's a bit more annoying. You would have to autoclave it if you did that. So forge hammer it is, which is very nice. Because the speed. Okay, we basically have infinite certus quartz. And if we ever run out, I can literally just mine another vein. Also, what's barite for? Is this barium? Yes it is. I don't know what that's for. We might run into a use at some point. This looks funny, by the way. Can't wait for that. Okay, so we have certus quartz. Next thing is the charger, which is dark steel plates and certus quartz plates. You might not be able to do this though. It looks like you can cutting saw it, or use the dust, but that's 20 seconds, so I'm doing this. It's easy enough. There we go. So I'll just stick this over here, or something, and we'll automate it a bit. I don't know if it's sided, but just in case. And because we have so much certus quartz, I'll do like all this. It might take forever. Yeah, that's fine. We can get the quest. So the next thing is the energy acceptor, which requires fluix, which you can make now, since we have this. I believe fluix is default recipe, so that's nice. So in some water, quartz, redstone, charged certus quartz, preferably without a magnet. Yay, 32. That should do for like 2 seconds. Let me actually mine a bit of nether quartz. We'll run out inevitably. Oh, it's very common. That's slightly absurd. That's probably fine. We can forge hammer this, just like the other one. So for the energy acceptor, 4 fluix plates, which is in the compressor for some reason, 4 electrical steel plates, and LV machine hull, so pretty easy. There we go. And we use this to power our ME system, as well as some other stuff, like the crystal growth chamber, which I think we're forced to use. So I should probably get that going. I don't know how to use it, I've never used it this way. I've only made pure stuff with mechanism, so this is completely new. Okay. Dark steel frame box, plus charged certus quartz. That is completely fine. This is working fine, by the way, with it running in the background. It's not actually that slow. There we go. How does this work? Is it that simple? I think it just grows the seeds. Okay, that's easy. Let's make more fluix. Like 2 more stacks. Lovely jubbly. I'll make a few of each for the quest. And I think we just put these in here. Yes, and it goes quite fast. That's nice. There we go. So to make the drive, apparently we need the chest, which needs the terminal. So we make this. LV circuit, illuminated panel, which is quartz glass and fluix plates. That is fine. Oh wait, it's quartz glass, not fused quartz. But it is just glass and dust, so that's fine. A whole stack, or 2 stacks, I guess. Now we can make the ME chest. Quartz glass, panel, each of the pure, crate, dark steel. Okay, that's fine. There we go. This is only used for the recipe, by the way. For the ME drive, aluminium, ME chest, MV emitter, MV sensor, LV circuits. I really want 2 of these, so I'll have to do this again. That's fine. There we go. That was easy. So for the emitter and sensor, that's 3 MV circuits. Remember the recipe. This too. So we're going to need 6 MV and 4 LV to make 2 of these. We don't quite have that. I will make 1 more. And we'll probably move to the better recipe, or the ones after that. Okay, there we go. 6 MV. We do need more flawless emeralds though. It's 1 per emitter and sensor, so we need 4. We have 1. So I will sift through this. Oh, we have some. Oh well. Might as well. So 2 emitters, 2 sensors, might be quests, I don't know. No. And 2 ME drives. Yay! We can also make an energy cell. Very cheap. So next we just need the crafting terminal, and a bunch of storage components. But I want 4K, which requires the inscriber, and we need the presses. So that's the next thing we need to do. Okay, so I was going to craft the presses, because you can do that, but it's a lot of vanadium steel, which we do have. But if we can just find them, it's fine, and we don't need to do that. I've already found 1 meteor, over here. So I'll go investigate, without breaking my legs. Hopefully. By the way, we found one of these ages ago, in a chest. It's quite good for traversing. Okay, first meteor. 3 out of 4. That's pretty good. I don't believe I've seen any more. I really don't want to make the compass. We have to do this up here, which we can do, I suppose. I think it's just aluminium that we needed, but I'll see if I can avoid it. Second one, got quite lucky. We're missing 1. Logic. Nope. How is this not meteor? Yeah, it's not. I think the Lost Cities has meteor holes anyway, separate to AE2. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I think that's 1. Actually this time. Nope. Yay! Where is even the chest? Oh, I mined it, I think. And we didn't get it. Great. 5th one. It's just sort of sticking out the ground. Nope. I might be unlucky. 6th time lucky. As they all say. Nope. What is happening? The compass wouldn't even help that much, because I'm finding them pretty fast. Maybe I should just craft this one, but I'm too far in now. I want to see how low my luck is. Yay, another one. This one took ages. Yay, logic. Okay, so now we can make the inscriber. Dark steel, MV pistons, MV machine hull, fluix. Okie dokie. I'll make 1 for now. I will probably end up making more. There we go. I think this uses RF. Yeah, the advanced one needs one of these. Right now we can't make silicon plates, I don't think. Yeah, we can't. So we'll have to do it with the wafers, which is fine. We have a few. Also, I'll automate it, just like this one. Oh yeah, it's weird. We have to do it like this, where the middle, you input on the side. There we go. Okay, so we got some silicon. We need 1 calculation for the crafting terminal, which I think is pure certus. No, it's certus quartz plate. Okay. We have some spare. And now we combine these two with an LV circuit. Normally it's redstone, but not in this pack. There we go. And now we can make the terminal into the crafting terminal. Okay. It might be storage component time. This might be a bit overboard, but I want 24K, which is 20 NV circuits, 20 logic processors, and 61K, which is even more LV circuits. We should be able to do this. The total number is 20 MV, which is doable, and 70 LV, because it's 20 for this, and 60 of these, which are 1 each. So I've got some work to do, but we do have access to the cheaper circuits, of LV and MV, and it's 1-to-1 instead of 2-to-1. So it's not actually that bad, I don't think. We should be able to do this. It's just a bit of a grind. So off we go. It's circuit time. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I even have an arc furnace for annealed copper. It helped a lot. The new LV recipe isn't that much cheaper, but the new MV one is amazing, with it being 1-to-1 with the LV. And they should get ridiculously cheap, after we get SMDs. We're just missing polyethylene and a little bit into HV. So for 61k, we need a whole bunch of red alloy plates, which should be fine. I've made a ton of this. And for 4k we need these, which is the gold version. Also I miscounted with the circuits. We need like 10 more. Oops. It's fine, I batch crafted a bunch. There we go. So 420 logic, we need gold plates. That should be fine. We also need some electrical steel. Or the housing. It's 4 plates per one. Also fine red alloy wire, but I think that's fine. This should be enough. We're pretty much done with this. We're just waiting for a bunch of stuff. There we go. The gold plates are done. So we can make a bunch of these. I guess I'll make a bunch of cable. We're going to need it. Quartz fiber, Fluix dust. And quartz fiber is just nether quartz, but only the pure version. That's a bit weird. I guess I'll grow a bunch, if we're going to need it a lot. This bending machine is so slow. By the way, the ruby finished electrolyzing, but it's not that much chrome. You get way more by washing it. I got like 2 stacks, instead of 1. But I guess you might as well do both steps. Yeah, look over here. Tons of chrome. There we go. A full stack. It's very cheap, which is nice. You can also chisel it, or any colour you want. I'm not really sure what to go for. I guess we can see the terminal colours. This is default. How does black look? Boring. I thought it'd be cool. How about red? Wow, that one's very vibrant. Pink? Whoa, I like that. Let's use pink. That's awesome. Oh, we can craft this now, by the way, using 20 of the LV. It's a bit awkward though. I think we need filters, or just separate chests. There we go, this works. Top input, middle input, and bottom input. And also output. Oh, it's doing that. That's really annoying. I guess I have a separate thing for the output. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. I forgot how annoying these things are. And now the red alloy's done, which is very nice. We can start crafting stuff. So this should be 61k. Very nice. It wants us to make a 1k storage cell though, which is fine. You can pull them apart again. So 1k storage cell for the quest. And rip it apart. And now with the 20 logic processors, also a quest, we can make 24k. Yay, digital storage! After we do this, they don't stack. Ta-da! And now we can do this. Number of items, only stored items, standard surge keep, and small. Okay, we're ready to slap literally everything in. We should have plenty of storage for a very long time. And there we go. This is everything that we have. I probably shouldn't have put all the ore in, and the blocks and stuff. It's just kind of a waste of space. Oh well. Also, these can go. I don't really use them anyway. The furnaces are useful, but these not so much. This is great. By the way, we can move this round. I just sort of plonked it here. No reason why. How about just for niceness? We'll move this a bit. To here. There we go. That's slightly better. Okay, so now that we have applied energistics, at least a basic system, I think is a good place to end. I'm thinking about building a base very soon. It should be easier now that we have AE2. Also, I'm sorry it's been a while. I had stuff to do, but I'm back now, so it's fine. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.